Hey guys, Ned here from BoostLabs. Today I'm going to be guiding you through just a quick installation of the RG badges. I've got a N line here, I've got a WRX one here. Quick brief overview of what you'll get in the box. So you'll get your instruction pamphlet with the QR code, you'll get your controller which comes with a waterproof pin, and then your battery harness, the remote, and then the badge itself just on the waterproof connector as well. To do this, you're going to need a few basic tools. You will need a Dremel or something to cut this badge out, so you will have to go outside the lines. You'll need an 8mm or a 10mm depending on your car, and a flathead screwdriver just to make the process a little bit easier. To get started, first make sure everything works. I've just got a basic battery here. I'm going to go ahead and plug it all up together so you can see what that looks like, test it, and then we can begin the installation. So I've gone ahead and connected this, so it's really straightforward. It's just your 3-pin wire onto the waterproof connector, to the controller, to your battery, and there we go, we have the badge going. So you're going to open up the app, and you're simply just going to go add a device. It's going to scan for it, hit connect, and you'll be all synced up with it. So from here you can play around, make sure everything works. So you can go into solid color mode, make sure your colors work. Now on the off chance that red, blue and green do not match, you can go into settings here and go through the software setup there to make sure they're all in the right orders. Setup for the badge is very easy. Everything from here will be on the car now. So here we go through the wheel well, the lip and the bash plate, as well as the top radiator cover. Depending on the lip kit that you have installed in the model of your car, this will vary. Just please make sure that all the clips are out and the front bumper can be removed freely. It might help to have a friend here so you can remove the passenger side connector, as you can see here. Now that the bumper's off, we can move on to the badge. You're going to want to pop off this metal tab, and that'll allow the badge to come out freely. There we have it. So just watch out on the clips. There's still some tabs. It depends on your model, but as long as everything is off, everything is unscrewed and taken off gently. If you have a friend to help you take off the front bar, as you saw, it is a lot easier. And then you just want to pop out the badge. So that one is pretty straightforward. At this point, that's all the screwdriver that we're going to need, and you're going to need your Dremel for this next bit to carve out the hole and get the RGB badge in. So here you can see we're just using the Dremel to expand the existing hole. It doesn't have to get much bigger, it just needs to slot the badge in. And since the badge has an outer layer, that'll sit flush with the front of the actual grille. You can see this one needs a little bit more off the top. We're pretty much there. You don't want to go too big. Test every few times, because if you take off too much, it gets a little bit awkward. So you just want to make sure you're right on that edge. You can see how ours looks for reference. So we've got it installed now, it looks awesome. Before we get too far, we do want to make sure that the remote is paired to the badge itself. So by default, anyone with this remote can control them. We can disable that though. So what you want to do is you're going to need the battery handy, because you're going to have to disconnect and reconnect from power a couple of times. What you're going to want to do is pop it on power, and you have about 20 seconds or so to short press and then long press. Once it flashes, all the controllers have been completely unbound. So now nothing will be able to control it except the ones you set. Now to set one, we're going to take it off power again. So no power. And then with about 20 or so seconds, we're going to long press the on. It'll flash to signify that we are now paired to this controller and this controller only. You can see that we can't control only our master one. So now it is paired, and no one will be able to turn your lights on or off without your knowledge. So here we're using a quick set silicone. We simply put some on the outer edge of the badge, and once it's on, we'll go ahead and stick it through the hole that we've made, put a bit of pressure for about 30 seconds, and once it's sitting snug, it should be fine to sit there and cure. Whilst it's setting, we can go ahead and route the cables back to the battery. So here we've just pulled it through and gone to the left of the car, following the gap we've made after removing the radiator cover. Now on this install, we've just gone straight to the plus and minus of the battery, as we already have the underglow kit installed. But depending, if you have existing accessories, you can install it differently. I do suggest using the grounding pad on the battery, and in the fuse box there is a secondary positive terminal you can screw it down onto. Use zip ties, double-sided tape, whatever means necessary for your car to make these cables snug. And once it's not going anywhere, you can go ahead and put the bar back on and your install should be done.